Hondas are red, Yammies are blue. Will this thing run? I haven't got a clue. For just 500 bucks, I couldn't say no. And with a little bit of tinkering, I think she'll go. Whoa! So, now that I got my work clothes on, got my good clothes took off, the wife's not going to kill me for getting them dirty. Let's start digging into this old dirt bike. This is a 2002 TTR 125. And for 24 years old, she's actually in really good shape. And I had one just like this when I was a kid. That was the first bike that I learned how to drive with a clutch. So this brings back a lot of good memories I had with one of these things. This one is in, honestly, not too bad a shape. It does need some work. I only paid 500 bucks for it. So let's just give her a little once over now and see what we got. So right off the bat, we got some nice Pro Taper grips. We got a new gas tank. The seat's in good shape. The tires are in pretty good shape. The back tire is literally like brand new. The back brakes do work. We got a Amazon carburetor on here, and this thing was running, I was told. Our fork seals seem to be good. Our rear shock doesn't seem to be leaking. Don't seem to be any oil leaks. This cover right here looks to be new, or newer, I guess, than the rest of it. We got a little exhaust tip on here that'll sound good, I'm sure. So that's some of the good things. Now let's go over the bad things, which are honestly not that bad. We don't have a front brake lever. The master cylinder is here, and it's full of fluid. And if you come down here, we got a caliper. There's pads in it, but we don't have a front rotor. So I don't know if this thing was stored indoors or outdoors, but the cap here don't have that hose on it. You know what I'm saying? And the gas does not pass the sniff test. It smells real bad. And if you look on the bottom of the cap here, there are some screws and they're pretty rusty. So I'm willing to bet that this tank has water in it and the gas is old. So the first thing we're gonna do here is drain out that gas. Carburetor does look already pretty new. We may just leave that alone, drain the gas, put fresh gas in it, see if we can get it going first. Definitely feels like it has compression, so I think that's good. And also the clutch, there's no tension here. If you come down here, you can look in and see that the cable is actually broke off. So we may have to rig something up here for today. So we do have a few things to figure out and fix, but my only goal for this video is to get this thing running and driving. After I find out that it runs and drives well, we'll invest in a few parts. And in the next video, if this thing starts up and drives, we'll be fixing all of those issues and maybe doing a few upgrades. But the first impressions, I am quite pleased with this thing. I think it's going to make for a deadly little bike. And although she is small, I think she's going to be a certified ripper. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get this thing going. Let's check the oil first. That oil looks best kind.
I would check compression, but I don't have a small enough fitting for my compression tester. But I'm just going to say that this thing got compression. It feels like it while I'm kicking it over. So let's pop the tank off, drain that old gas. This just pops off. This seat is in great shape. Fuel line's off, we can pull that tank right off. So let's dump this out. Doesn't look too bad. It is. The inspector just showed up. Smells really bad. I think there's water gone in it.
It looks like water.
It is, like, really watery. This is like a 4-liter catch can, so we got about 4 liters here of old, nasty old gas. All right, I'm gonna go and dispose of all of this old gas now the correct way, and I'll be back. So what I'm going to do here now, before I go any further, is I'm just going to spray a bit of starting fluid into the carb right here, just to see if this thing fires up. Just a little sniff. Oh yeah! So this right here is our clutch cable. And you can see that the end is completely broke off of it. Okay, so hear me out, all right? For the time being, right now, I don't have a clutch cable. I got nothing lying around. So, but what I do got is a nut and a bolt. And what I'm gonna do is slacken off every adjustment for this clutch cable to try to get this as long as I could get it. I'm gonna drill a hole through this 10mm bolt right here. I'm gonna put the cable through the bolt. I'm gonna put this nut on, clamp it all down over here on the clutch lever. Unagi.
I'm just going to loosen up these cables to give me as much slack as possible.
I'm gonna take my 10mm now. We're gonna slide this cable through this bolt like that. Put on my nut now. Oh! I guess I'm gonna have to try that again, because I just twisted it off. All right, take two. This time I got a bit of a bigger bolt and a nut. Okay, I didn't crack it off this time, so that's great. Now we're gonna fish it in here, and this needs to go down here. Hold on, I'm gonna show you pretty soon when I got done here. I'm hoping it's just gonna work enough until I get my new cable in. But I tell you what, I should have been an engineer or whatever they call them. So I got the end of my cable sandwiched between this bolt and that nut, tighten right down. Then you come down here on the bottom, and I got another nut put here on that lever. So I got all my adjustments as tight as they can go. Seems to work pretty good. So I can pull in on my lever, and look at that. So now that we got our clutch issue figured out, I can't fix the brakes because I don't have a rotor, and unfortunately I can't make a rotor. I do have levers up in the scrap pile on some other bikes, but I'm not even going to touch the front brakes until I get a rotor and I can put it all together sensibly. The clutch cable is temporarily fixed. I probably will go ahead and order one of those anyways.
So let's grab the tank and move on. Let's start kicking. So you can probably hear it, it does run, but it doesn't want to idle. So let's grab out to that carburetor and yank her out for a cleaning.
Well, it is certainly pretty gross looking in there.
So I removed the jets, the floats, and the bowl. That old gas certainly took its toll. Clean it all out and put it back together. I can't wait to ride because we finally got good weather.
Idling a little high. Not too bad, they're not, is it? Anyways, let's get the rest of her put back together. I got her dialed in as best as I can get her with this Amazon carb. I think she's running good enough here for right now. Can't complain with that, can you? Oh, I guess you can. Good thing the wall's there. This tire here don't seem to have much air on it, so I'm gonna top up the tire pressures and whatnot. I'm gonna put on my helmet, and then we're going out for a rip.
auto top speed run. Once I reach 88, I'll be going back to 2002.
Questionable. Yeah, that rock is gonna fix it.
She's a certified ripper.
Well, boys, that's it for this video. I didn't beat on it too hard because I do have another video planned for this one. I don't want to break it just yet. And the next video will include a little something here from Amazon. Anyways, if you haven't checked me out on Patreon yet, check me out. We just gave away these Milwaukee drills today. We done this draw. Someone lucky is getting this stuff sent to them. I do all my giveaways over on Patreon now. Check it out. This is the first giveaway. There will be another giveaway next month. The Patreon link is down in the description, along with the merch link. If you want to pick up some all-in-our merch, give her. And like always, thanks for watching. I truly do appreciate each and every viewer. And hit the damn subscribe button. I know you're watching. You're not subscribed. Just subscribe.